My name's Samantha. I'm just me, an ordinary person. I'm really nothing special. Well, not by the world's standards anyway. I got married right out of high school and didn't go to college. All I've ever wanted was to be a wife and mom. I've got 4 kids now, and I've loved every minute of it, no regrets. I've tried my best to be the wife that God wants me to be and to raise my kids right. But other than that, I don't really think I've done much to change the world for Jesus. Well, I do teach a 4th grade girls' Sunday school class for about 10 years now, I think. But to tell you the truth, I think that those precious little girls have taught me a whole lot more than I've taught them.
Hi, I'm Jody. They tell me I'm just a kid, but I prefer the term young adult. I guess it depends who you ask, huh? Well, anyways, I was a student in Samantha's Sunday school class. She was a great teacher. She really loved us. You know, you can always tell when they really love you and when they're just there to say they taught a Sunday school class. Well, Samantha, she was the real deal. She doesn't know this, but once she prayed a prayer in class. You know, an example of how to ask Jesus into your heart. And I prayed that prayer, and it changed my whole life. My youth pastor asked once how our lives were affecting God's kingdom. I didn't know how to answer him. I mean, I know Samantha. I don't have the guts to tell somebody about Jesus, let alone show them how to pray. The only thing I've ever been able to do is leave tracks where somebody might find them. What a wimp, huh?
Hello, my name's Christy. Christy James, RN. I'm just your run-of-the-mill working woman. I guess it's why I mentioned RN. Until recently, that was my whole life. Then, one night during my shift, this young girl comes in, about 16 years old, I guess. I think she said her name was Jody. Anyways, she came in to visit her grandmother, who was sick and dying of cancer. I was nervous because I didn't want her in there when her grandmother was passing, so I kept peeking in on her, making sure she was okay. Only she didn't know it. And then she prayed with her grandmother. At first, I thought she was talking to a real person, and then I realized it was just the 2 of them. And I noticed that this young lady knew God. She really knew God. And when she left, I found a little booklet on my desk. It was all about God and how I could get to know him personally. I read it again and again, and finally, I prayed that prayer in the back. No, I know God too. He is my hope, my whole life. I just wish I could do for someone what that young girl did for me. I am just so busy. All I have to give is money.
Hello, my name is Sandra, and I'm just an ordinary woman. My kids are all grown and gone, so now it's just me. Well, me and my dog. I was raised in church, and I tried to raise my kids in church. But after the divorce, it was really my church who was there for me. My church is like my family. And I've always tried to do my part, like vacation Bible school and work projects and such, and I never really thought I had any special gifts or talents. But then one day, my pastor asked me if I wanted to go on a missions trip. An overseas missions trip at that. I told him I wasn't a missionary, and he told me if I was willing, I could be. And boy, was I willing. But the only thing is, I don't have enough money for a trip like that. But then a miracle happened. Somebody paid my way. I asked my pastor who it was so I could thank them, and he just said it was a young girl who wished her maiden anonymous. I think he said it was a nurse. God is awesome, isn't he? Who knows how many people will come to Christ, and who knows how many lives will be changed forever.
We are just ordinary women.
Not particularly gifted.
Or talented.
Not by the world's standards anyways.
But we are willing.
Willing to be used by God we love.